Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, 5th canto, 1st chapter, entitled The Activities of Maharaj Priyavrata, text number 4. Samshayoyam mahan brahman daragarasutadishu saktasya yat siddhirabhut krishne chamatirachyuta. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Translation. The king continued, O great Brahmana, this is my great doubt. How was it possible for a person like King Priyavrata, who was so attached to wife, children and home, to achieve the topmost infallible perfection in Krishna consciousness? Purport by Srila Prabhupada. King Parikhit wondered how a person so attached to wife, children and home could become so perfectly Krishna conscious. Prahlad Maharaj has said, Matirna Krishne paratasvatova mito bhipadyeta grahavratanam. A grahavrata, one who has taken a vow to execute family duties, has no chance to become Krishna conscious. This is because most grahavratas are guided by sense gratification and therefore gradually glide down to the darkest regions of material existence. Adanta Govir Vishatam Tamisram. How can they possibly become perfect in Krishna consciousness? Maharaj Parikshit asked Shukdev Goswami to resolve this great doubt. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport.
We are seeing in the first chapter of 5th canto, questions asked by Parikhit to Shukadev Goswami. He heard about Priyavrata becoming perfect in Krishna consciousness, and so that has triggered a thought. And in today's verse, he is saying, Samshayoham Mahan Brahman. This is my Mahan Samshaya. This is my great doubt. Brahman, O Brahmana, referring to Shukadev Goswami, O great Shukadev Goswami. Daragara sutadishu saktasya yat siddhirabhut. Dara, wife, agara, home, suta, children, adishu. This is what happens in a human, in a grahastha life. One becomes attached to wife, home, and children. Daragara sutadishu saktasya. One becomes attached. Asakti, sakta, one who has become attached. Yet siddhirabhut. But you are also saying he achieved perfection. Siddhi, perfection. And what kind of siddhi? Krishne cha matirachyuta. Matihi, Prabhupada has here translated as became attachment. His mind, his consciousness became attached. Matirachyuta to Krishna. Krishne cha matirachyuta. So this is very surprising that he became Krishna Matihi. He became attached to Krishna. Became Krishna conscious. So the king continued, O great Brahmana, Brahman, this is my great doubt. Samshayoyam Mahan Brahman. How was it possible for a person like King Priyavrata, who was so attached, Saktasya, to wife, Dara, children, Suta, and home, Agara, to achieve the topmost infallible perfection, Achyuta Siddhi, infallible perfection, in Krishna consciousness, Krishne Matihi. So, some important points Prabhupada has pointed out in the translation, in the purport. So, siddhihi, perfection in life. Siddhirabhut, perfection came about in his life, Priyavrata's life. And what was his life about? He was dharagara sutadishu saktasya. He was attached to wife, children, home, and all of that. He had a big family, big palace. He was a king, all of that. And how he became perfect? So, first of all, we must appreciate that there should be a search for perfection in human life. And that quest, understanding, and attainment of that perfection should be the dominant aspect of human life. But of course, when we are not enlightened, when we have no spiritual knowledge, we don't know what is perfection. There are many people in the world trying to very, very passionately pursue some perfection in their life. Someone's trying to become a big politician. Someone's trying to become a big businessman. Someone may be trying to become a big scholar. Someone may be trying to become famous person. So sometimes people have these conceptions, or not sometimes, most of the times. People have some conception like this, and they are very devoted to that perfection. I must achieve that. So, quest for perfection is not a unusual thing in human society. Even in our Kali Yuga society, that quest for perfection is there. But what is perfection? Because all of these perfections, like becoming rich, becoming powerful, this world has seen many, many powerful people, rich people, successful people, famous people. Prabhupada used to often mention, wherever Gandhiji went, because Prabhupada was a contemporary of Gandhiji. Of course, Gandhiji was a few decades older. But Prabhupada had seen, and Gandhiji was very, very famous and very powerful person. And wherever he went, people would be glorifying Bapuji, Bapu, Bapu, like that. And sometimes Gandhiji would get so fed up of people screaming, he would close his ears. They're all screaming, shouting. He would close his ears. And we know that when finally Gandhiji was assassinated and then his procession of his body was being taken for the final rites in in Delhi, New Delhi, you must have seen pictures. Thousands and thousands and probably lakhs of people participating in that. So you can see how powerful he was. But then where is he now? Where is that person? Of course, in our country, every city has a road named after him. Right? But mostly it has all become MG Road, and many people don't even know what MG Road is. Right? So this is what happens to powerful people. Okay, Mahatma Gandhi is in one sense quite recent memory, we may say. If you take hundreds of years before that, there were very powerful kings. Napoleon, they were also very powerful in their own countries, in their own kingdoms. But what is their power now? Where are they now? So in that generation, in that human society, when somebody is very powerful, very famous, very learned, there is a lot of recognition, all of that on that person, big spotlight on that person. But then these things fade away. Nothing remains. Adyantavanta kaunteya. It has a beginning and it has an end. But interestingly, we are all attracted to these things: power, influence, fame, learning. It's a fact that these features attract us. Somehow, inherently, we are attracted to that. If somebody is very powerful, somebody is rich. Just like if somebody's son or daughter is going to America, that family, they'll say, neighbors, friends, everything, my son is going to America. Right? Big thing. Suppose their son got a job in Africa and he's going. Our son is going. It's not so attractive. You see, America is an attractive country, powerful country. So we are attracted. And that's how Srila Prabhupada explains. The Shastras explain. Krishna has all these opulences to an unlimited extent, and hence he becomes captivating. That absolute truth has all of these attractive qualities by which one can be drawn, and hence that absolute truth has the name Krishna. Someone who can attract everyone. Aishwaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashasa shriya jnana vairagya yoschaiva shannam bhagaitingana. So very beautiful concept, the way Srila Prabhupada explains this. We can see in this world we are attracted to opulence, we are attracted to fame, we are attracted to power, we are attracted to knowledge, we are attracted to fame, we are attracted to renunciation. And all of this is present simultaneously to an unlimited extent in that Bhagavan. And hence he is known as all attractive. And in Sanskrit, the name for all attractive is Krishna. Sarvam karshayati, who can attract. So siddhi, perfection, idea of perfection in human society is there. In this verse, Parikhit Maharaj is pointing out, he achieved the perfection of Krishnamatihi. Attachment to Krishna. Krishnamatihi. He became attached to Krishna. Krishnamatihi. That when you become attached, when your consciousness is attached to Krishna, that is siddhi. That is the infallible perfection. Topmost infallible perfection. And very interesting how Prabhupada has quoted another verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, Prahlad Maharaj's words, where he's also talking about Krishnamati, and he's also talking about somebody who is a Grihavrata. Prahlad is saying, Matirna Krishne paratasvato va mitho bhipadhyeta grihavratanam. Somebody who is a grihavrata, for him, Krishnamati abhipadhyate. Krishnamati, Krishna consciousness. Abhipadhyate, development. So, in other words, this Krishna consciousness is some development that happens in our consciousness. We are all conscious beings. This table is not conscious. We are conscious beings. And if our consciousness becomes absorbed, consciousness becomes attached to Krishna, that is considered to be Siddhirabhut. That is considered to be the perfection according to Srimad Bhagavatam, according to Bhagavad Gita. So we all have a consciousness, and left to itself, our consciousness will become attached to body, home, family, children. So we need to enlighten, we need to direct our consciousness, what it becomes attached to, and we have to become attached to the absolute truth. Why? Because we are all coming from the absolute truth. If somebody is attached to his father and mother, they'll say it's a natural thing. If somebody is not at all attached, then something, what is this? He's not caring for his father, caring for his mother. They will say like that. Because we have come from our father and mother to love them, to show affection to them, and to serve them is considered the right thing. But then, our father and mother, they are our source, our cause, to a limited extent. Not to an unlimited extent. Not the complete cause, a partial cause. So, this is a philosophical aspect. We have to reflect on it. Yes, what caused me? My father and mother caused me. Now what caused my father and mother? My grandfather and grandmother, they caused my father, my mother. So in other words, my father and mother it's a chain of causes and effects, and they were one cause, one level of cause. And even in that, they were a partial cause. We cannot attribute everything to them, philosophically speaking. Not that we are minimizing father and mother, but philosophically we are analyzing. Like say for instance, there is a child who was born blind. If you say father and mother are the cause of the child, we must blame that father and mother. Why did you give birth to a blind child? You couldn't do something properly. Child is nicely born. They'll say what to do. It was not in our control. It was not in your control. That's exactly what we are saying. They are partial cause. They are not the ultimate cause. So, absolute truth is the ultimate cause of everything, including us. So just like we have to be devoted to our partial cause, father and mother, we should also be absolutely devoted to our absolute cause, Krishna. Now this one, being devoted to father and mother, being devoted to Krishna, the absolute father and mother, absolute truth, it is a function of one's enlightenment. If one is more enlightened, he will understand, no, I must seek higher and higher causes, ultimate cause. And when one is fully enlightened, he seeks the highest cause, the ultimate cause. So becoming Krishna Matihi, who is Krishna, who we are, and becoming attached to Krishna, becoming absorbed in Krishna, that Krishnamati is considered to be the highest perfection. In fact, Srila Prabhupada coined this word Krishna consciousness, and he says that I coined this word from Rupa Goswami's use of a certain verse, a certain expression in Sanskrit connected with this. Rupa Goswami uses one expression, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Matihi. Matihi means same, Krishna Matihi, consciousness. Krishna Bhakti Rasa. There is a mellow. This Krishna Bhakti is not a dry concept. No, it is full of rasa. It's full of juice. Krishna Bhakti Rasa. Bhavita. Imbued, absorbed, immersed in Matihi. Such a Matihi, absorbed or imbued with Krishna Bhakti Rasa. That is the expression I took from Rupa Goswami's works and coined the word Krishna consciousness. So, Bhagavatam is pointing out Krishna Matihi, Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavita Matihi. That is the perfection of life. There is another expression in the Bhagavatam about Shukadev Goswami which describes his Matihi, consciousness, Matihi, consciousness, intelligence, attachment. All of these are related words. In one place, Bhagavatam mentions about Shukadev Goswami. Wow, how was Shukadev Goswami's, what was Shukadev Goswami's consciousness? Harer gunakshiptha matihi. Matihi again, you see. Harer, harihi, guna, harer guna. Hari's gunas. Lord Hari, Lord Krishna's gunas. Akshiptha matihi. Akshiptha means captured, captivated, or charmed. Look at that consciousness. Shukadeva Goswami's consciousness was, he was captivated, charmed by Harer Gunaha. Such a wonderful thing. Look at a conditioned soul's consciousness. He is charmed by many material ideas. Oh, I should become rich. I should become powerful. Some ideas like that. We were all like that. Or maybe to some extent still are like that. But at least we have understood. See? There was once an argument with Prabhupada. Have you seen God? Have you... different times Prabhupada responded differently to such challenges. In this occasion, he said, I am following my Guru who has seen God. And then Prabhupada went on to explain, I am on the way. I have boarded the train which will take me to the destination, right destination. There are many people who have not yet boarded the train. See? I might not have, of course, Prabhupada was just humble. He was saying, in different circumstances, seeing the situation, Prabhupada had to carefully respond. But we know he was a perfectly Krishna conscious person. So, at least in our situation, we have at least boarded the train which is heading in the which will head in the right direction. Many people have not yet boarded the train. So, what is our consciousness charmed by? What are we captivated by? A materialistic person, he is charmed by trivial things of the material world. But look at Bhagavatam is describing the person who is speaking the Bhagavatam. What is he charmed by? Harer gunakshipthamatihi. to be charmed by Lord's wonderful qualities, to be charmed by Lord's wonderful pastimes, to be charmed by Lord's wonderful holy names. You see what a consciousness that is? What a wonderful consciousness that would be. And abhipadyate, one can develop that consciousness. So, Krishna matihi, here also that same word is used. Krishnecha matirachyuta. Krishna matihi, Krishna consciousness is the perfection. Siddhirabhut. And it is very well known. Krishmatirna Krishne. You see how Prabhupada is pointing out, Srimad Bhagavatam is talking. Matirna Krishne paratasvato va mitho bipadhyeta grahavratana. Matirna Krishne, Krishna matihi. Here also in this verse, Krishne matihi. This is perfection. And this is how I have coined the word Krishna consciousness. This is how I have created this society for Krishna consciousness. See, look at this. Look at the good fortune we all have. We have become part of that society which is going to teach us a certain consciousness which is described in the Vedic literature as the highest perfection. How carefully Prabhupada has picked up all these things and presented to us in modern context. This is described in the Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. There's one very nice verse. 2 verses, I'll read this in the Bhagavad Gita. It's a short chapter, 15th chapter. Krishna concluding. And in the concluding verses, Krishna is actually explaining what does all of the Vedic literatures finally boil down to. What is the final statement? Yo mam evam asammudho janati purushottamam sa sarvavid bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. It's one of the very, very important and interesting verses. Yo mam evam asammudho janati purushottamam. Mam janati asammudho janati. Asammudho janati means doubtlessly know. Know what? Yo mam evam asammudho janati purushottamam. I am the Purushottama. There are many Purushas. Already Krishna explained there are 2 kinds of Purushas. Some of the Purushas are called Kshara Purushas. Some of the Purushas are called Akshara Purushas. And Kshara Purushas are those who are in the material world, and Akshara Purushas are those who are in the spiritual world. A few verses before, Krishna points that out. Dvavimau purushau loke ksharascha evacha. There are dvavimau purushau loke. There are 2 kinds of Purushas. Ksharaha sarva bhutani. Kutasto akshara uchyate. Kutastha means situated in the spiritual world. Kutastha. Kutastha means fixed up. Only in the spiritual world you will be fixed up. In the material world you will not be fixed up. You will be vacillating. One idea, one concept, another concept, different pursuits we will be doing. Only when we are in the spiritual world, kutastha, akshara uchyate. So he said that there are 2 kinds of Purushas. But then, uttama Purushastva anyaha. There is one more, 3rd Purusha, who is anya, different from these kshara and akshara Purushas. And he is uttama Purusha. And that Purusha is Paramatmeti udahritaha. He is the Paramatma. He is celebrated as Paramatma. Lokatrayam avishya. He enters the 3 worlds. Bibhrityavyaya ishvaraha. Bibhriti. He maintains the three universes, all the universes. And yasmat ksharamati toham aksharadapi chottamaha. I am transcendental to both kshara and akshara purushas. Athosmi loke vedecha pratitaha purushottamaha. And hence I am celebrated in the Vedic literatures and in the society as the Purushottama, and one who yomam evam asammudo purushottamam janati purushottamam. One who knows Krishna as that supreme personality, doubtlessly. So, coming to a state of understanding, janati, asammudho purushottamam, mam purushottamam. Krishna is the Purushottama, that doubtlessly, without confusion, without doubt, one who knows, sa sarvavit, he is the knower of everything. He is the knower of everything. Sa sarvavit. And when he knows everything, what does he do? Bhajati mam. He renders devotional service unto me. And how does he do it? Sarva bhavena bharata. Sarva bhavena bhajati. With all his heart, in all respects, with bhava, with devotion, with love. Bhajati mam. He renders devotional service unto me. So, this is Krishnamatihi. Because Krishna is Purushottama, and one who is convinced about it, that Krishna is the Purushottama, and he renders such devotional bhajati mam sarva bhavena bharata. So, that doubtless understanding that Krishna is the Purushottama and we must render service to him. Sa sarvavid. How is this knowing everything? Just like you see in a prison, there may be prisoners, and among prisoners, all kinds of prisoners will be there. A person who has understood that, yes, why I have landed in the prison, and I must get out of the prison by becoming a law-abiding citizen, he has understood the right thing, we will say. In prison, there may be there may be one electrician who got landed in the prison, and they will use him in the prison. You fix this bulb, fix this wire, this one, and he'll be doing that. So somebody may say, oh, he's such a good electrician, in our prison. He can fix all problems of electric problems, all those. Good. Someone may be a cook, someone may be something else. All kinds of prisoners are there. But among all of them, one who has understood that I made a mistake, I should become law-abiding, he has really served the purpose of the prison. He has understood the purpose of the prison. He has understood everything, and he is now. In the same way, in the material world, we may find many intelligent people. There are scientists, there are economists, there are so many people. They know so many things. They are like the electrician, cook, and tailor. There are so many things of this world. They have not understood everything. Why this world is there, why the material world is there. It's an opportunity for reformation, to understand our relation with the Supreme. One who has understood sa sarvavit. He is the one who has understood everything. That is perfection of knowledge. Somebody who knows how the world works, how the electric, like prisoner, he knows how tube light works, how this light works, how fan works. He can fix all those things. Okay, he's one more guy. That's all. So in the same way, someone may be very learned. People apply themselves. They do heavy research and this and that, understand different complex things in science and in technology, and do many things. But they know something about this world. That doesn't compare knowing who Krishna is, who I am. and what is my relation, what is my duty. That is called Sasarvavit. Then he is said to be he knower of everything, Sarvavit. And in the last verse after this, Krishna concludes this chapter, very powerful statement. Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam mayanaga. This understanding, Arjuna, is the confidential part of all Vedic literature. This is the most confidential part of all, understanding that Krishna is the Purushottama and rendering service to him is the Guhyatamam Shastram. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram. You see, why is it called Guhyatamam? Just take last few minutes. You're all familiar that in a few weeks from now, we are having a festival in Vrindavan. You have all read about Paduka festival, Padukotsa. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Padukas are coming from Navadvip to Vrindavan. They are coming to our temple, and then we are having a procession to Radha Damodar temple. You must have all read about that. So, when we were discussing the festival and organizing that festival, and we were in touch with those people from Navadvip. And we were looking at the Paduka that you have seen the picture. It's a silver casing, right? So we thought that somehow that's a silver casing that was there. Then these people, Goswamis, who are helping us organize this, they said, we will show that Paduka to everybody, but you are very few people. You bring them. We'll open the silver casing and show the wooden Paduka of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu which he was wearing is inside. That we don't show to everybody. Only your internal people, to them we will show. They have said like that. Okay, we'll see. You see, this is the meaning. To everybody we will show the Paduka, but the real Paduka inside, only your few people. This is called confidential. Very few people will be shared the most confidential part of what is that confidential part of the Vedic literature? Iti guhyatamam shastram idamuktam mayanaka. I have spoken that to you, Arjuna. This is not revealed to everybody. Mostly everyone will be thinking about Shastra is, you must do this Vrata, Karmakanda portion, all of those kind of things. That's what our country is full of Hindus, you see, so many Hindus. And they're all worshipping Devatas, worshipping God, worshipping different things and Vratas. Very few people are blessed to know the Guhyatamam Shastram. Iti Guhyatamam Shastram idamuktam uktam. I have spoken this to you. Idamuktam mayanaga. Yetad buddha buddhiman syat. Etad buddha. If you understand this in this way, etad buddha buddhiman syat, you will become an intelligent person. You will become an intelligent person. Buddhiman syat. Like in the previous verse, Krishna said, Sasarvavit. In the same way, he's saying, Buddhiman syat. That's a fact, no? A man who is in the prison, he has become very expert in fixing electric problems. But a person who has understood, I made a mistake. I have to get out of his prison house. He is Buddhiman. Hey, no, he can fix all kinds of electric problems, switch problem, heater problem, everything. He is also okay. But the real Buddhiman is one who has understood why I landed here in this prison, suffering in this prison. He is Buddhiman. Etad buddha buddhiman syat kritakrityascha bharata kritakrityaha. He has attained perfection. So this is how Krishna concludes this chapter. Yo mam evam asammudho janati purushottamam. One who knows Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, undoubtedly, without any doubt, that confidently knowing Krishna is the Supreme Person, I must surrender to Him. And that is perfection. Such a person is sasarvavit, etad buddha buddhiman syat, kritakrityascha bharata. His activity, he has attained perfection. So you see how Prabhupada laments in the purport also in this Yomam evam asammudo janati purushottamam. Krishna is directly, clearly telling that he is the Purushottama. But there are many commentators who miss this point. It's a fact. That's why it is said, iti guhyatamam shastram. It's a very confident. Only few people are revealed about it by a pure devotee. One has to be very fortunate to get this understanding. So, like this Krishnamati, this attachment to Krishna, Priyavrata attained. But we are saying that he was Dara, Gara, Sutadishu Saktasya. He was attached to family. Siddhirabhut. Krishnamati Siddhirabhut. He also attained Krishnamati. Mahan Samshayaha. This is my great doubt. See how wonderfully Bhagavatam is bringing out all these wonderful concepts about what is Krishnamati, what is Krishna consciousness. In which situation one can attain, what can become a hurdle, what will not be a hurdle. All of these great signs, gradually Shukadev Goswami is revealing that. We'll stop here. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.